This city right here. This city right here is about to know the what is it? What is that saying? Whatever.
Alright,
Yeah. War never changes.
Here comes war never changes. Screw you.
Why is this building broken?
You're not streaming. Oh, Wimp Dance, the enemies are on the horizon. Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, nice, I'm watching it. E.
Oh yeah, while I was off, I forgot to mention, I built this little thing over here. It's just a mining area. It's kind of like the oil area that we have over here in the lumber area.
Why is it sort of like empty, or is that the way it's supposed to be?
What, the mining area?
Yeah, because it was just like a flat dirt area.
Because that's not the actual area where they store things. That's the one. That's the place where they're like digging into the ground. You see these drills right here? Yeah, they're digging into the ground.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then the storage area. Where is the storage area? Do I not have any storage area? I guess I don't have a storage area. Well, I guess we gotta build the storage area for this place then. Or industry. Seabed mining vessel, ore grinding mill, or glass manufacturing, rotator, fiberglass plant. So we have sand storage, ore storage, raw materials, ore industry storage, raw mineral storage. Alright, so let's get some ore storage up in here. And then let's get raw mineral storage. And then we'll try to get sand storage as well. So we gotta build a bit more road. Actually, hold on. First, let me check how much of the industry we have. Oh, we've like used up all of it almost. There's space for a little one right here, though. So I've got to hook
Is that like a factory? What is that?
What, this right here?
Yeah, that place. The one with like that not really bridge, but like the road next to it on the cliff, sort of.
Oh, this is a rotatory kiln.
What's that do?
It just smelts the ore that we get up here into metal. This place stores the ore. We're gonna put this on fill. Dang it, my mouse isn't plugged in. Hold on.
What do you mean your mouse isn't plugged in?
You can play keyboard and mouse on here.
Oh.
Alright. My down arrow doesn't work, so sometimes I have to use my mouse for things, for some functions. Storage mode. Or... No, we'll leave you unbalanced. Oh, they have too much trash. Fine. Actually, no! I'm not gonna build you guys a trash. Look at all of these trash facilities. You guys do not need more trash facilities. All of this. All of this in the prison area. They have all of this. All of these trash facilities. They also have industry over here, but... all of this area is industry. But, hold on. Look at this. One.
What?
Okay, look. One recycling center. Hold on.
How many recycling centers do you have?
One recycling center. Two. Dang it. I don't want to look at Pine Heights Prison. 2 recycling centers.
Why is Pine Heights
3
Prison right next to the
recycling
recycling center? Is that for like community service?
Yeah. Well, not
Okay, I
really.
figured.
No, it's not really. It's because the people, they don't like being next to the trash because it stinks up the city. So I moved it. Ignore this puddle. That's from their
Over this puddle.
That's from the most recent flood. Yeah, every now and again I have to let out the water from this because it gets too deep, and so I have to let it out this way.
Can the okay, so how immersive is the game? Like, can the water actually destroy the dirt walls or the mud walls? Like wear it down and stuff?
No, but it can fill up to the point where it'll spill over. But the thing is, if it spills over, then it'll never stop spilling over because these things will constantly keep it running since they infinitely pour out poop. So what I have to do is I have to put them through this plant. You see these things back here? These are filters. So the poop goes through the filters, falls into this little like mini puddle over like this mega puddle right here. The mega puddle flows through the dam, right? And then the dam, and then after the mega puddle flows through the dam, it makes the river. And then I put these machines here that soak up the clean poop out of like the clean poop water, and then the clean poop water goes throughout the city for people to drink and bathe in it. So they basically bathe in clean versions of poop. Either that or it'll go over to this place over here and make heat. Now,
Wait, you use water for heat?
Originally, I have it over here because I also didn't really want to have the convicts right next to like the, like senior citizen center. So
that'd be bad, yeah.
I put them on the other side of the wall just to keep the convicts away from the city. And I also had to put the recycling center away from the city. And since the convicts, it's not like they really have a say in like me making it here. And plus, even if I did make it and they didn't like it, bro, they probably like murdered someone or something. So they kind of deserve it. So like, I just put it here because I knew that they deserved it more than the citizens do, the normal citizens anyway. And so there is, other than like I think 8 other that are like roaming around the city, plus like 2 here. So that's like 10 around the city, and then you have an extra 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You have 18 things around my city, 18 little like trash depositories around my city, right?
So is everything centered around the poop filtration thing, the mega puddle?
The city?
Yeah.
No, I built that afterward. Well, see, here's the thing. Originally, I built this big old place because because my city was growing really rapidly, and I didn't have the capacity to dump the amount of poop that they were generating. And I didn't want to dump a bunch of poop into the water because that's bad, because that's where all of my pipes are. Because originally these pipes right here, the ones that soak up all the water, they weren't right here. The only ones were right here. So these were the only ones that were getting water for us. And so if the poop got all up in this water, then we'd suck back dirty poop instead of clean poop. And
poop water.
And then we'd make all of our citizens sick. So my plan was, instead of dumping it into the river, I dump it somewhere else. Well, that is literally the only place to dump it unless I want to create a mass flood. So, then my option of what I've seen multiple other people do is building a poop river. And then eventually, as time grew by, I could research ways to clean out the poop. And then, every so often, I'd have emptying times. Where all I do is I just break the walls over here and let the poop just like wildly flood all the way over here for miles on miles and miles until it reaches the ocean over here.
Oceana.
And so it would travel miles up the coastline until it hit the ocean, and that's how just what it was. That's how we got rid of our poop. Until one day, I finally got enough money to build these really expensive eco water treatment plants, which not only shoot out a bunch more poop, because instead of having just one little hole, they have 4 of the holes that shoot out poop. And they have the they have 2 cleaning tanks. So the poop goes through the cleaning tanks and then goes into the poop shooters. And the poop shooters fall down here. Well, actually, it's the clean poop shooters. Poop shooters fall down here, it makes a clean poop puddle, clean poop mega puddle, clean poop meta puddle, flows through the dam, makes us extra electricity. It's like when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
Yeah.
When life gives me lemons, I've made lemonade, lemon pie, lemon candy, sour apples. I've made so many things out of this one thing. This has turned into like such an economic contributor, but it isn't centered on it. In fact, most of our power comes from this mega solar tower.
I don't like that bridge that goes through it. That is scary.
Yeah, it is, but it's worth it. It's very worth it, especially for the economy. And then the water comes over here and sucks up. Anyway, most of our electricity comes from this bad boy over here. He produces about like a third of our electricity, and then this bad boy produces the rest of it. He produces like triple that. But we don't really use most of this electricity. This is more just like extra like backup electricity. But it's a lot of backup electricity, so we really don't need to focus on electricity anymore. Economy-wise, it's really centered around Magnolia Square's commercial area, and this commercial area, and then the commercial areas around here. And basically what we do is this oil thing is not here, everybody in our city would be dead.
Why?
Okay, I love you. Because this thing is the thing that generates the most money for us, and how does this one house have crime? You know what, just for that, I'm gonna break this house that you guys get for being meanies. Because this is like one of the main things that generates our money. If you look, exports, the biggest thing is oil and agriculture.
Agriculture.
Because I have a 5-star agriculture facility, the Broad Grove, as I showed you in last episode. And then I also have a 4-star oil area, and I have a 3-star logging area, and I have this place, which doesn't actually get any stars because it's not an actual area. It's just a place that I put all my factories down. And so there's 3 different types of like things that we can do with this, with our agriculture, lumber, and oil, and most recently in the newest edition, metal, or ore, not metal. Metal is a side product of the ore.
Well, I mean, yeah, metal is ore, but you get other things besides metal. You get all the ore.
Now, number 1, I'm not gonna pause time, not pause the game. Number 1, we ship the metal, or we ship all of the raw materials. Okay, hold on. First of all, I need to explain something. So, in industry, there's 2 types of there's 2 types of raw things, and then there's 2 types of raw materials, and then there's 2 types of processed materials. For example, in logging, the first type of raw material you get is wood, right? Obviously. Actually, I'm not gonna do this because this is a bad example.
It's an easy resource to get.
The first type of raw material, and actually, I'm just gonna do the farming one because it's a 5-star, so it's easier to explain. But the first type of raw material that you get in farming, or agriculture, is crops, right? Obviously, crops. And then the second is animal products, which you turn the crops into animal products. Now, you have 2 choices with the crops. You can A, sell the crops, which already gets you a lot of money, or B, feed the crops to the animals. Now, you kill the animals, and now you have animal products, like animal milk and meat and stuff like that. You have milk and steak and stuff. Now you can sell the steak and milk, which makes you money, so you could sell half of it, and then the other half, rebuild that. The other half, you could store and save it for later, or you could spread it throughout your city and give it give the stuff to your city and let your city sell it and make your money in your own city instead of out in selling it, right? And that's domestic production. Dwayne, you're gonna have to mute your music, or I'm just gonna mute you because I don't want your music to get to make my thing copyrighted. Right? Ian?
Don't mute him.
Oh.
He's like, it's his sister.
Oh.
Okay, this time it was me.
Now, Ian, it doesn't say you're watching.
Because my tablet is so touch sensitive, I can't do anything.
Alright, well, I'll just explain to you. And I gotta turn this music off. This music is so loud.
I don't even hear anything.
No, I'm talking about my in-game music now.
Oh, okay.
Aiden,
What?
just to let you know, if nobody told you yesterday, not yesterday, a couple days ago, I was playing with Sean, and I wasn't doing anything, and he was,
That's not what I heard.
Okay, I'm talking about after everything went on there last time, because the next day when I got on, you were off, because,
I've already heard both sides of the story, man. You're both in the wrong.
I know
Just
I'm
get
in the
on with
wrong,
it.
it's just, I didn't do anything the next day, and he was getting all upset about something.
Alright, so, the next thing is, so now that you have the steak and milk, you can sell the steak and milk to different cities, you can give the steak and milk to your own city and let your own city sell it amongst each other, or you can turn the steak and milk into, what's it called?
I'm about to start raging.
Or, let me see, I don't remember, actually. Okay, so now you can turn the crops. You can either sell the steak and milk to your city, or sell the steak and milk out, or store the steak and milk. Now, remember how I said you can
Good
make
question.
crops and store the crops?
Mm-hmm.
Ian? Well, you can also
Yeah.
turn the crops into flour, and then sell the flour, or sell the flour to your city.
Which sells more, though?
For me, personally, I have more of, animal. I sell more steak and milk. But that's just my thing, personally. You can have more flour. It doesn't really matter. It's just products. Now, the same goes for all of the other industries. So there's a lot of different opportunities. So if you have really good industries, if you have a 4, 5, and a 3-star like I have, then, because you can't, here's the thing, you need all the different industries because your city can't just only sell oil, you know? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Because you also need to sell things, like, in your city. Like, you can't just sell all of your things out of the city. You have to, like, give, like, for example,
Wonder Woman's in Fortnite. Eee. Ooh, they even have the new 52.
for example, these factories, right? So sometimes, if you want to make even more money, you can make unique products, where all of these products, like I've already mentioned, drive up this bridge, and then come to this factory center. And then the factories turn it into unique products. And then, they can be sold inside of your city, or they can be stored. I believe. I don't know if I don't actually think they can be stored. So, because they're unique. And then, yeah. So you can sell just about every single thing in the game. Or you can turn it into something better, unless it's already at the max, like, level of betterness. Now, with that out of the way, I think you understand most of it now. I think you
Most important thing of all?
the industries I just explained, like the industry things. I'm probably gonna stop.
I would
streaming
say
if you're not
something,
gonna
but nobody
watch,
would
'cause
know what
I
I'm
don't want to
talking
use up my
about.
bandwidth.
Guys, we should play some Fortnite.
All right, well,
Oh,
I gotta work on my
dude,
city first.
The
Ian,
item shop's actually really good today, like the emote little bounce.
Ian, I gotta talk to you. I'm probably gonna get off. I'm probably gonna get off. I'm probably gonna stop streaming if you're not gonna watch because I don't want to use up the bandwidth.
I know, that's fine.
What are you streaming on?
So I'm streaming on YouTube. So are you gonna watch Ian or yeah?
No.
All right.
What's your YouTube name?
I'm sleep deprived.